guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday to you all. Hope that you are having a wonderful start to your week this week. And man, let me just say this. I'm going to bring this mic up so that you can hear me, okay? But let me just say this. Today, we're going to be talking about something today. Vulnerability, relatability, the importance of that transparency. We all have a testimony, right? So we're going to be talking about a little bit about that today. And yeah, let's get right into the video though. So you guys, I want to talk about this today because I was in a roundtable discussion this past weekend, and man, it was just so good. We had a great discussion this past weekend, and I wanted to do this video today because one of the things we spoke about was transparency, the importance of transparency in the school space, right? Because of course, in the church space, we talk about the scripture that I've mentioned. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. I've mentioned that before on this channel, just that scripture, and that's been, I think, one of our focus scriptures before in one of my videos. But said all that to say, we talk about the importance of our testimony and how, really sharing your testimony with someone, from a spiritual standpoint in the faith setting, whatnot, how that can really help someone else overcome, right? Whatever they may be dealing with when they see that you have been through it, walked the path, went on the journey of whatever it may be. Drinking, may have been smoking, it may have been, I don't know what it may have been for you, but I'm just saying, whatever your testimony is, what you have went through, it can help someone else to overcome when they see you and know your story and that you walk the path. It helps give them, hope and faith that if you got through it, and to see you where you are in this point in your life, then it will help them to know that they will be able to get through it too. And you can share your steps, what you did to get out of that situation, how you had to go about, what is the word I'm looking for? How you had to go about just neglecting certain things, keeping your focus on certain things, for whatever your situation may be. Everybody's situations are different, right? But I'm just giving some examples here of maybe you had to abstain from certain things, right? Maybe you had to, while you were going through your situation and trying to overcome, maybe you had to abstain from certain people, right? And so now you can tell other people, this is what I had to do, and this is how I did it. So I want to share this same thing with you. And if you do this, I know that it will help you to overcome the same way that I did, right? So, said all that to say today, just wanted to talk about this topic. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Don't be afraid to share your testimony, your story, because you don't know how it may help someone else overcome. You don't know who was thinking about suicide. You don't know who was thinking about, taking someone else's life, but your story could be the very thing that saves another person's life. I mean, that's simple. I mean, seriously, your story, your testimony could be the very thing that someone else needs to keep going. So I said all that to say today, I want to share this week, I want to share just snippets of this roundtable discussion with you all this week. You'll hear from myself, and some this week you may hear from the other panelists as well with this roundtable discussion. But I spoke about, in this clip you hear, I'm speaking about just reiterating what the other panelists had already spoken about, is relatability, transparency in the school space, right? For those who don't know, I am a transformational speaker. So, I kind of cover the faith space, but also the school space as well with speaking. And so we were just having a discussion about healing in the hallways. So this week I'll be sharing different snippets with you all about or from this roundtable discussion, and just want to share this right here with you. For what you'll hear in just a moment is what I'm explaining is pretty much what everyone else was saying before I jumped in, but what you hear me talking about is the importance of relatability and children being able to relate to their teacher, and teachers, educators, whoever it may be, administrators, the importance of them being able to share and be vulnerable with these students, be transparent with these students, telling them, hey, one of the things we talked about in the discussion was, hey, I was that student that got in trouble all the time. I was that student that cut class. I was that student, and now I am teaching you all. I don't want you to go down the same path that I went down. All of those things. So what we were talking about in this discussion was just the importance of relatability and transparency, even in the school space. Teachers, educators who play a vital role in their students' lives. The importance of teachers, educators really being able to get on the student's level and say, hey, I see you, I care about you, and let me tell you a little bit about my story. And I just want to encourage you that if I could do it, you can too. Here's my story and how I overcame. Now take this, and I want you to overcome as well. Reach for the stars. I want you to be better than me where I am. Things like that is what we were discussing yesterday, kind of in a nutshell. But overall, what we were discussing is the importance of transparency and vulnerability. Teachers being able to really be vulnerable in the school space with students, and how that makes a very big impact on these students' lives. And so I'm just going to share this clip with you all. I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
So today's topic was healing in the hallways, addressing trauma in today's classroom. To be able to tell them, hey, I see you and I care, that goes a very long way with any person in general, but students especially. And I think they really take that in because, like Will was saying, parents are working and there's so much busyness around us. Sometimes, kids just feel like overlooked and things like that. So when you can really get on their level and relate to them, even the Bible talks about we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimonies. So I just wanted to add that in, but I love what everybody's been saying about the relatability because it's so key, especially for the topic we're talking about, healing in the hallways. Teachers, administrators, whatever, when you can get relatable and, really just, show kids again that you care, I think that goes a long way.